Hello and welcome everyone to my stream. We're talking about, gotta turn off my phone. All right, so we're talking about Mr. Peanut, the death of Mr. Peanut. It's official. Allegedly, Mr. Peanut has died. I saw the footage. A lot of people are talking about this on Twitter. It's trending. But Mr. Peanut swerved off a cliff after he saw an armadillo was in the middle of the road. So Mr. Peanut, what happened was he swerved off the road, and I'll show you the actual footage here. Let's see what happened. So this is what was announced on Twitter. Now, instead of Mr. Peanut, it's the estate of Mr. Peanut. It is with heavy hearts that we confirm that Mr. Peanut has died at 104 in the ultimate selfless act. He sacrificed himself to save his friends when they needed him most. Please pay your respects with Rip Peanut. So, you guys, pretty awful. He was 104, and he was in pretty good health. He was on his way to living forever. You know, he must have figured out some secret to stop aging, because he was really in good health for a 104-year-old. So if it wasn't for this accident, he'd still be alive. So it gets you thinking, like, if we're living forever, what's really going to take us out? If we've cured aging, we still have we could potentially die from an accident or various other causes. So this gets you thinking, right? Be cautious, be a careful person. That's a big distinction of people nowadays. It's like there's the careful people, and there's the not so careful people. And maybe, apparently, Mr. Peanut could have been more careful. So, this is the official website. Planters. Okay. Mr. Peanut dead at 104. It's official. Now, I'm hoping he faked his death, but anyways, it's a sad day, you know, for all the Eternal Life fans who were a fan of Mr. Peanut. This is Joe Black right here, aka Death, in the movie Meet Joe Black, a great movie. But I'm sure he would have been a big fan of Mr. Peanut because he loved peanut butter, as do I, as I think all of us should. All right. Tinkerbell, she was pretty sad when she heard the news that Mr. Peanut died. Okay. She was crushed. It was awful. It's awful. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that he's faked his death, but we don't know. At this point, it looks like he's dead. Anyways, before I get to the footage of actually showing Mr. Peanut dying, it's pretty awful. It's pretty gruesome. So if there's any kids watching, you should leave the room. This is not made for kids anyways. COPA. No children should be watching this anyways. All right, so the point of this is okay, so Taylor Swift, this was pretty interesting. Taylor Swift announced her Netflix documentary literally in the same hour that it was announced that Mr. Peanut died, like officially. So Mr. Peanut was announced dead, confirmed that he died, and then Taylor Swift in the same hour announced her documentary. That's an interesting connection right there. All right, whoa, what is going on there? Maybe she was, I don't know. But anyways, January 31st. Look out for that Taylor Swift's documentary. So here's the actual footage. I'm not making this up. Mr. Peanut is dead. Here we go. Unless he faked his death. Hey, I'm open to that. I keep your mind wide open to all the possibilities. You know, just because someone dies, you know, don't just assume that that's actually the truth. Like, what if they're still alive? All right, here we go.
In your arms tonight. Oh, look out! Oh! Abandon that! Oh, we're too heavy. Oh.
Matt, let go.
No, you let go.
Hey, Mr. Peanut, no, you don't. Don't do it, Mr. Peanut. No! maybe he'll be all right. Maybe not.
So you saw it there. It was sacrificial. Let's go through some of the mistakes that he made. All right, what are some of the mistakes? Now clearly this could have been altered footage. We don't know if this is. I mean, nowadays they can do anything with the deep fake technology. They can fake footage completely. So is this the real Mr. Peanut that we're seeing here, or is it could have been totally altered footage? It could be CGI. We don't know this is the real Mr. Peanut. Clearly. We also know that he had a stunt double, and Mr. Peanut had a stunt double, and if the stunt double's just shaved, the stunt double had a beard. So if the stunt double just shaved his beard, he would look almost identical to Mr. Peanut. So this could have been Mr. Peanut's stunt double. I'll show you this. He did have a stunt double, but there's possibilities that he's still alive. Anyway, so what did he do wrong here? Well, he swerved off the road just for an armadillo. This is not smart. This is not smart. Which makes me question if this was even Mr. Peanut, because I think Mr. Peanut's a bit smarter than that. You know, would he just... So his friend pointed out an armadillo and he's swerving off the road? Look at this. This is insane. Who does that? So I was going to say, you know, normally a person shouldn't like sacrifice... normally a serious Eternal Life fan wouldn't just sacrifice their life. Okay? But in this case, it kind of makes sense that he would sacrifice his life because he's the one who caused it all. Because he freaked out from seeing an armadillo on the road. So if you're going to put your friends in the back, you know, friends in the car at risk of death because you're swerving off the road for an armadillo, it's like, yeah, you deserve to sacrifice yourself because you're dumb. I question if this is the real Mr. Peanut. It's just a bit too crazy that he would do that. Yes, pretty crazy. And what's the next thing that he does? Okay, so yes, he drops off, and then his Nutmobile explodes. Insane. Now, what if he could have been doing here instead of dropping off? You know, what about holding out hope for some freak miracle to save you? I know maybe it's like crazy to think something could save you, but like, why not? And why aren't these people trying to save themselves? Why aren't they like reaching for the rocks over there? They're not even trying. They're just hanging there as the branch is breaking. A little weird. A little weird. You know, they could at least be praying. Why not pray to the hypothetical God? Just in case. Just in case God's listening. God could... Maybe there's a hypothetical God that could have saved them in this situation if they had just prayed. The power of prayer, right? Why not do that? So they could have tried more things. But his first instinct, his first idea is just to sacrifice himself. Pretty stupid. But it was the least he could do because, like I said, he's the one who caused this whole thing. Anyways, that's his stunt double right there. That is his stunt double. You see, they look almost identical. If he just shaved his beard, so it could have been his stunt double. And it would make sense if it was his stunt double, because his stunt double already he's a daredevil. His stunt double does all kinds of dangerous things. I was watching it because he's the one who does all the dangerous things. You know, acting like it's the Mr. Peanut, but it's just the stunt double half the time in these footages that we find on YouTube. So, could have been the stunt double that died. Maybe the stunt double, maybe he had got diagnosed with cancer and he just wanted to do a favor for Mr. Peanut, who wanted to fake his death, potentially. So it's like, we have to be open to all the possibilities here. What's next? Now, it was interesting because I kind of foreshadowed this whole thing that Mr. Peanut would maybe not live forever. And here's where I foreshadowed this. This was years ago. This was in the Immortality Bus days. I foreshadowed this, okay? Look who we have here. This is the mascot of the Immortality Bus. And Rowan had the privilege of naming this skull dude, whatever. He named him Peanut. That's my roommate right there, in case you guys don't know. That's not me. He's talking about what I did, which is I named the mascot of the Immortality Bus Peanut. All right, kind of interesting. I don't know. We'll just call this person Peanut. Okay, Peanut. I think I heard a celebrity name their child Peanut before, so we'll just go with that. There you go. So we most of you guys are familiar with Mr. Peanut as being the guy who drives around in the Nutmobile. That's what we saw explode, right? He's a lot more than just driving around the Nutmobile passing out free peanuts. He's also many of you did not know that he's a motivational speaker. Very inspirational to me. I would have put him on. It's a very inspirational guy, you know. Here's a quote. He said, "I'm actually giving you a tool. And that tool is the peanut. And the peanut is the symbol of snacking for success, Mr. Peanut." Okay. He's got some inspirational ideas, you know, harnessing the power of the idea. I'm thankful to him because he taught me to harness the power of the peanut and accept the gifts that nature has to offer. So I really do hope he faked his death. I hope this is all. And he commonly talked about the nutrition that peanuts have. Okay, the health benefits of peanuts. 7 grams of protein, 6 essential nutrients. He would commonly reference the 7 grams of protein, 6 essential nutrients. This is powerful. You know, these are powerful nutrients that our body needs. And this is one of the best speeches he ever gave. You know, watch this speech by Mr. Peanut where he's talking about the 7 grams of protein, 6 essential nutrients. Like, that's one of his best lectures, his motivational speeches. Anyways, this says right here, I'll read it for you guys. It says, "For decades, Mr. Peanut has given millions of people protein and essential nutrients to help them live the life they want. Now he's packaged it into this simple-to-use program. Harness the power of the peanut." Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You know, self-improvement. That was his message. Self-improvement. Here's something that the estate of Mr. Peanut tweeted. This was before Mr. Peanut was announced dead. So this is probably tweeted by Mr. Peanut himself. "When life gives you lemons, try trading them to someone else for peanuts." Right. He was always teaching us to make the most out of life. Here's what this was also tweeted by Mr. Peanut before he died. Get your life. You know, he was teaching us he just wanted to have the best life, you know, and really improve ourselves. And that perfectionism attitude that Mary Poppins also had, you know, he was kind of a perfectionist and wanted to inspire us to be our better selves. And this was definitely tweeted way before he died. So this could have been tweeted by Mr. Peanut himself. There's Mr. Peanut with Joe Black, aka Death. I was thinking there, you know, Mr. Peanut might have been the wing nut for Joe Black, and they were working on like a sidekick, and they were working on figuring out the cure for aging, the secrets to eternal life. Who knows what they were working on in those laboratories? But now what's Death gonna do? What's Meet Joe Black gonna do without his wing nut? Like, he's got to find a new one. Anyways, unless he faked his death and he's still alive somewhere, you can't forget about that possibility. Anyway, so I thought this was interesting. The estate of Mr. Peanut tweeted out that we're sure he's looking down on us all. How are they so sure? Okay, are they talking about, I mean, how are they sure? It's almost like a hint, like a wink and a nod that maybe Mr. Peanut's not even dead. Like, how are they so sure he's still alive somewhere? Obviously, the popular interpretation of this is that he's looking down from heaven or whatever, but, you know, maybe, I don't know. Could be a clue. We have to keep our minds open. You can't take things at surface value. You have to dig deeper, dig deeper and find the real truth. That's the message I've been trying to tell everyone. So we have some unanswered questions. Where's his body? I haven't seen actual proof. I haven't seen the body of Mr. Peanut. Okay. What about, okay, the funeral. People are saying the funeral is going to be at the Super Bowl. So stay tuned for the funeral, Mr. Peanut. Maybe more questions will be answered. I'm looking forward to that. You better believe I'm going to be watching that. The funeral. We don't even know that it's going to be Mr. Peanut. It could be another body at that point. It's like, what is this going to be an open shell funeral or a closed shell funeral? Do we even know? We don't know. What if they don't even show the body? We're just trusting that the body of Mr. Peanut is in that shell. Or whatever. It's like, we don't even know. Anyways, another awesome quote of Mr. Peanut. My whole life, people doubted me. They didn't know what I had inside here. They didn't see 7 grams of protein or 6 essential nutrients. They just saw a tiny little peanut. But you gotta ignore your eyes. Listen to the peanut. Believe in its power. See, I can't put the peanut inside your mouth. Only you can do that. Only you can harness the power of the peanut. That's a very deep quote. So you see, he was all into this inspirational, motivational talks. Here's this poster. This was one of the best posters I found. It said, you know what protein and nutrients are for? Living. You like living? Right. I like living. I hope you guys like living. And that's why we want to live forever, because we like living so much. And I like living. And that's why I eat peanuts. That's why I eat peanut butter. I'm a fan of all of that stuff. For health, nutrients, nutrition. It's powerful nutrition. Anyways, that's the end. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the live chat, see what you guys, if anyone showed up. Oh, I see you guys, people did show up. Cool. I got it set up. Here we go. Here's some live chatters. Transhumania says, too bad Mr. Peanut didn't have cryo insurance. Or maybe the reason he wasn't into that is because he knew he was going to fake his death anyways, and he wasn't planning on dying, and this is all just a trick on us, right? Maybe Mr. Peanut had a different something better in mind than cryopreservation. What if there's a better technology that only certain people have, that they're not giving to the wider public, right? A better technology than cryopreservation. But they're only giving it to people who are whatever, in their little secret club. Maybe Mr. Peanut was in that club, and so he had access to better technologies than cryopreservation. It's possible. All right. Brett says it's CGI. Yeah, it could be. It's like we have the deep fake technology. They can make anything, movie magic. We saw Mr. Peanut die, but we don't know that was actually happening for real. It's true. The company killed him off because he was publicly, he was a publicity issue, like the Mr. Peanut name with the subtext. There's nothing more soullessly capitalist than a peanut selling your other peanuts to eat. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's a good quote. It's true. There's nothing more soullessly capitalist than a peanut selling you other peanuts to eat. I like that. That's funny. Yeah. When you're a public figure like Mr. Peanut, it's like you have a big target on your back. That armadillo could have been planted there so that, they knew Mr. Peanut was so moral, he didn't want to kill the armadillo, so they figured he would probably swerve off the road or something. But, that's when, altruism can become pathological. If you're too pathologically altruistic to run over an armadillo to save yourself, that's a problem, because then you're gonna do something stupid. So he was a bit too nice in the sense of saving that armadillo. You got to save your friends in the car. That's more important than your armadillo. So Naratu says he won't die. He will come back the dead after he's planted. He will come back to life. He'll come back after he's been planted. Planters. He's gonna grow into something, right? That'd be interesting. The plant. Well, he can't be planted if his body got burnt, because once a peanut is burned and cooked, it can no longer grow. You know, can't grow a cooked peanut, and he'd be fried in that Nutmobile accident. If it's true, if what we saw is real. Naradu says peanuts are very yummy. Yes, indeed they are. Yes, indeed. 212 Days says, I was having a good night until now. Now you told he is dead, and now I am sad. For him, it was like, when you die, the show is over, and everything goes black. Well, you know, have hope that he's not actually dead. Okay, first of all, I know it's sad. You know, Tinkerbell was crushed too. She saw in the news and she was crushed, man, her spirit, because she was good. She was rooting for Mr. Peanut to live forever. I was too. But we have to have hope that he's not really dead. You know, pretty much when here's what it's interesting. When I see the news that anyone died, and I do mean anyone, I don't always believe that they're dead. I mean, I could believe that they're not dead. I mean, it really, so many things could be going on behind the scenes. Way more people could be faking their deaths than we even realize. Okay? Especially when it comes to like people who are very well known or something like that. It's like people who had a lot of connections. Okay? So someone like Mr. Peanut would have had a lot of connections, and he could have easily faked his death. You know, it takes power. It takes a lot of power to fake your death. And I think Mr. Peanut would have been in that ballpark to have enough power to fake his death. So hold out hope. Peanuts are very yummy. You know, just now whenever I see the word yummy has been kind of ruined for me. Now whenever I see that word, I think of Justin Bieber's music video, Yummy. I keep on thinking of that video. Did you guys see that video? Justin Bieber's Yummy music video? Oh my gosh. Even when you do a search for Yummy, that's like the first thing that will show up. Look at that. I just did a Google search for Yummy, and it's like Justin Bieber. He's hijacked that word for eternity now. It's like crazy. Yami Bukura also hijacked that word. I was having a good night until now. Okay, I'm just reading the same stuff. Okay. Naratu says, no funeral, still alive. Just like the Beth from The Walking Dead. Just like the Beth from The Walking Dead. Oh, right. Well, they're going to have his funeral, so... But just because they have a funeral, that doesn't mean he's really dead. By the way, we're speaking to someone who, like, literally... Their father is the owner of a funeral home. Is that right, Naratu? Your father owns a funeral home, so he'd be the one to talk to when it comes to funerals. Brett says, thank you for your wisdom as always, Rowan. I didn't know Mr. Peanut was such a great guy. I'm so sorry to hear of his passing. Yeah, if he really did die, let me just say this. If he actually died, big if he died, we can take a lesson from this. I guess just be more careful. I mean, driving is dangerous. Just think of how many people die from driving. Flying, traveling in general is extremely dangerous. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I still drive. I still drive. But I try to drive safely with safe drivers, and don't drive the most dangerous times of the year. Don't drive New Year's Eve, right? Don't drive New Year's Eve, and you can lower your chances of dying in a car accident. But also, yeah, you want to have a driver that wouldn't swerve off the road if there's an animal in the road or something. That would help. He knew too much. I think he was assassinated. Oh my gosh. He might have really known too much. I saw one video where Mr. Peanut was, he had a handful of peanuts, and the peanuts were in the shape of a pyramid. It's like he was signaling that he knew about the Illuminati. I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't even say the word. Windows Man, hello, and rip Mr. Peanut. Where are Biggie, Tupac, and Mr. Peanut? Oh, did you guys see Wesley Snipes? He was the guy. He was the, I don't know who the other celebrity was. Does anyone know who the other celebrity was? It was hanging on the tree. I only know Wesley Snipes. I don't even know who the other guy was. Windows Man said, I sad. Don't be too sad. Be happy that it didn't happen to you, At least whenever you hear about someone's passing, you can always be happy that you're still alive. Right? We're still alive. We can live forever. So that's something to be happy about. Naratu says you're correct. Matt Blackburn is here. The red light guy, man. I've been doing red light. I want to talk to Matt Blackburn about red light therapy because I think it's just huge. I'm so convinced that red light therapy is extremely, extremely important. There's a red light. That's a red light back there on that lamp. I've been doing it now. I just have the one red light bulb. I haven't gotten the grid of LED lights, so I got to figure out the best red light setup to get. But I'm gonna be going to Planet Fitness and getting full body red light machine all the time, man. Yeah, I love it. Matt Blackburn does his streams and it's red light everywhere. It's like, I love that. I think it's very important. I like very, very. I don't even want to I don't want to understate how important I think it is. The healing properties of red light. It's awesome. And I see it. I see the red light popping up everywhere. In like music videos. Like literally. In half of the music video, the singers I watch, in their music videos, you'll see a scene where it's like they're in a room with red light. It's like they're telling us, hey, there's something special about this red light. You should do the red light. It's everywhere. I mean, it's even in a Billie Eilish music video. In the end of the Bad Guy, Billie Eilish music video, she's in a room of red light. Not joking you. And there was a little documentary on Billie Eilish. They actually went into her house and like she opened her room. It's like red light everywhere. I think a lot of these celebrity people are using red light therapy, and they're trying to tell us, hey, we should be doing it. I'll show you guys what I mean. Bad Guy, Billie Eilish. This is just one. Oh, look, see? It's even in the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail of the music video for Bad Guy. Look at this red light.
We believe people can be good at anything.
Oh, man.
Like taking photos of their vacation.
Oh, man. Anyways, watch the Bad Guy music video at the end. She's in the red light. I promise. Is Mr. Peanut chilling with Tinkerbell now? It's totally possible, Matt. Absolutely possible. Where would they be? Where would they be? Where would they be? Where would Tinkerbell, the real Tinkerbell, be living right now? I'm thinking maybe a different planet. Maybe a different planet. Maybe Jupiter. I'm thinking maybe Jupiter. Maybe Mr. Peanut went to Jupiter with Tinkerbell. I think that's where the fairies live. I think they live on Jupiter. What happens when you step into a fairy ring? could potentially be a doorway to a different planet, like a wormhole or something. Because there are stories when there are people stepping into a fairy ring and then all of a sudden they come back like 10 minutes later, but to them it's been like hours, like years. Could be years later. So I think on different planets the time dilation could be different. So time could be moving slower on other planets or faster. So some weird stuff happens with fairy rings. But yeah, we could have a talk. I bet you know some cool stuff about red light that I've never heard. I've been trying to research and read everything I can on red light. But maybe you know some even specialer stuff. Because there's the basic information on red light that you hear. But what's the next level? What's that secret knowledge about red light that we don't hear? That's what I want to know. What's the secret stuff? Because I've heard that it'll like help regrow your hair. It's good for collagen production. It's good for the skin. It helps you sleep. It's good for the mitochondria, right? Helps your mitochondria and everything. But what's that information we don't hear? What if it's doing something else? That other stuff that's even bigger and more important, you know? It too hard not to be sad. He was so young. I know. What was Mr. Peanut doing for anti-aging? He had some strategy because he was not 104. He looked really good for 104. He was able to do all the normal stuff, man. He was healthy. If he didn't die of this accident, he would have just been living forever. Hey, Narata, did not have time to say, was the Sasaki kiss on purpose? Can somebody explain why they killed Mr. Peanut? Maybe they killed Mr. Peanut because he was just dropping too many truth bombs. Really? Watch his motivational speeches. Very insightful. Rowan, is your red light 660M? It's a reptile heating light, so you know, I don't know. Is that real red light therapy? I view red light therapy in two different ways. There's the LED red lights, and then there's the color therapy of just getting like a reptile heating bulb that's red light. You're still getting some of the benefits, but maybe not all of them. I think you might need the actual LED lights to get the full benefits. So I don't know if it's 660M. I'll get the box of my red light bulb and see what it says. Let's see what it says. This is my red light bulb. It is it's a red light heat bulb for reptile lighting, incandescent. So, what's it say on here? Yeah, I don't think it's going to have some of the benefits, but I don't know if it's going to have all of them. Well, if it's good for reptiles, then it's probably something we want to do. Even the Bible said, be wise as serpents. So think about that. The Bible's telling us to be wise as serpents, and serpents like red light, then maybe it's a clue that we need to do red light because serpents like it. Think about it. Think about it. Because of the inverse square law, red light therapy might not be effective at certain distances. Hello, Windows man. It's a big rabbit hole. It works well with vitamin E. Oh, it works well with vitamin E. Okay, so red light works well with vitamin E. Okay. So eat your avocados for your vitamin E, right? That's where you get vitamin E, and kiwis. Kiwis! Most fruits don't have vitamin C, but I heard kiwis are actually a really good source of vitamin C, E, and of course C. But for a fruit to have vitamin E is pretty rare, I think. So I like kiwis because they help me sleep. Because they help the brain produce more serotonin, which helps you sleep better. So vitamin E, right? It's important. And I heard a lot of vitamin E supplements are like vitamin E. Some vitamin E supplements are like made synthetically and like really bad, like in their byproduct of the filmmaking industry or something weird like that. But I'm sure there's good natural ones. Yeah. Yeah. 60 nanometers, so big. I'm having high quality boneless king salmon cooked in ghee tonight. You would be proud. Ooh. Oh, I am proud. That's awesome. Okay, wow, venturing into the seafood. See, I like that. So yeah, but you're so, I know Matt is against too much seafood because it will kind of destabilize the fats in the body and cause rancidity. And vitamin E is the antidote to that. That's what I heard. See, I know my stuff. So I am proud of that meal. That's a good one. I love it. I love it. I love the fish. Yeah, because I don't eat red meat. I don't eat red meat. So fish is my only like animal meat-based protein is fish. I just don't like red meat for some reason. It's just, I don't know. It's something about it. Just I'm not turned on by red meat. I don't miss it at all. I don't crave it. A lot of my friends eat red meat. My friend Christian eats a lot of red meat. I'm just not into it. I don't know why. It's just something deep in my brain. It's like it doesn't want red meat. It's just like repellent against it, you know? It doesn't want pork, doesn't want red meat. Like fish is the only meat I want to eat ever. Ever. It's like a vegetable of the sea, but it's like meat, you know? It just seems so much more cleaner. It seems so much more, I don't know. I'm kind of grossed out by red meat. But some people like it. Some people like it. Maybe their bodies can do better on it. I don't know. It's probably genetic. Some people's genetics maybe aren't good for it, and other people's genetics are good for it. I don't believe in the one size fits all, so maybe it's the perfect thing for some people. Garatu just had some kiwi. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys have those golden kiwis? Those golden variety of kiwis is really good. Very good. Kiwis are awesome. Brett says, I want to try a reptile red light, but I think people will think I am Anunnaki. Oh, that's right. The Anunnaki, they're the reptilian people, aren't they? Wait a second. What are the Anunnaki? Anunnaki. Ancient Sumerians. Oh yeah, they are related to like the reptile people, aren't they? In all those legends. Sumerian gods, yeah. Okay. Red meat. You like red meat, huh? It's funny, I don't miss it at all. I don't crave it. I do eat dragon fruit. I like it. I like it. It's very delicious. I have a dragon fruit powder. I bought bulk dragon fruit powder from bulksupplements.com. They have a good dragon fruit powder I recommend. I heard it's really good for you. So I went for it. And it tastes like a bubblegummy taste. Tastes kind of like bubblegum. It's got a nice flavor. I like it. I just throw the powder right into my mouth and just chew it around. It's like intense flavor. It's like bubblegum. Oh, I've had fresh dragon fruit too. I used to live in Hawaii, and we had fresh dragon fruits. We had the white variety and the pink variety. They were good. I like them. I like those little crunchy seeds. It's like they remind me of kiwis. Yeah, a white kiwi inside. They're delicious. Hang on. Red light, red meat. Both are red. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You figured it out. You figured it out. Oh, this dude who hates my guts believes in the Anunnaki. He's a psychopath. Anunnaki is something I haven't studied much. There was that one movie with movie with Mila Jovovich. It was about and they were living in Alaska, and there was alien abductions, and there was like the conclusion of the movie, I think, was that the Sumerian aliens are connected and they abducting people and doing experiments on them or something. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I need to research more. The Anunnaki. Just take a vitamin E supplement. I get a year's supply for $20. Wow, a year's supply for $20. That's pretty cheap. Can't we get enough in our food though? I mean, I probably eat a lot of vitamin E just in normal food. I eat peanut butter. I know peanut butter is a good source of vitamin E. Peanut butter, vitamin E. Check it out. Check it out. Peanut butter has 3 milligrams of powerful antioxidant vitamin E. See? Is peanut butter a good source of vitamin E? Peanut butter is fairly nutritious. Fairly. What an understatement. Understatement of the lifetime. Fairly nutritious. No, it's extremely nutritious. Look at this. 100-gram portion of peanut butter has 45% of the RD of vitamin E. That's a lot. And tons of niacin. Peanut butter is a superfood. Mr. Peanut was right. What do you guys think of peanut butter? Do you guys eat it? Do you guys eat it? What's a Sasaki kiss on purpose? What's a Susaki kiss? What the heck is that? Why did I do that? Ratu. All right. What do we got here? The fourth kind. That's what it was. You got it. Thank you. Look at this. You guys figure out everything out for me. It's the fourth kind. This was a good movie. Highly recommended. Loved it. Loved it. Watch it. Watch it. Mila Jovovich is great. She's one of the coolest actresses. Naratu says, love peanut butter. Yeah. Got a peanut butter lover here. Don't forget, National Peanut Butter Day is... What day is that? National Peanut Butter Day. Let's not forget. We'll have a meetup, okay? We got a plan for January 24th. What? Mr. Peanut died 2 days before National Peanut Butter Day? Whoa. That could not be a coincidence. We have 2 more days until National Peanut Butter Day. We have to do something special, you guys. We have to like hang out or something. Make sure everyone is on the email list. I might send out an email link to do some like hangout. We could all Skype together or figure out some program to use so we're all talking together or something. That'd be fun. 2 days from now. Wow, isn't that strange that Mr. Peanut died like 2 days before? Wow. Maybe when Mr. Peanut got blown up, he turned into... What do you guys think of my audio quality? I think I figured out how to make it better. I hope it's sounding really nice. I tweaked it. I did a lot of tweaking. Close encounters with the fourth kind. Okay. No one talking about Mr. Peanut anymore? Exactly, that's the topic. Let's get back on topic. Mr. Peanut. Should we see what they're saying on Twitter? Mr. Peanut Twitter. There's a whole hashtag people are using. People are talking about it, man. The death of Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut. The estate of Mr. Peanut. Rest in peace, Peanut. This is what they're talking about. See, other people are saying he faked his death too. They're saying he's in Colombia or something. Cuba. They're saying Mr. Peanut went to Cuba. And they're saying that he was leaking information about... They're saying Mr. Peanut was leaking information about Hillary Clinton's arrest before he died, so maybe they offed him. And these were the people that were happy that died. These people were happy that Mr. Peanut died because they had peanut allergies. That's what they're saying right here. All the people with the nut allergy, when they heard Mr. Peanut died, I think that's pretty cruel to be happy that he died just because you had a peanut allergy, you know? Work on curing your peanut allergy. It's very curable. I've got some red light panels that I bought reverently. When we do that live stream this weekend, I can show you what I mean and how to set it up. Some panels need to be 3 feet loose to be effective. All right. Me and Transymania are going to do a live stream this weekend. It's going to be awesome, you guys. Get ready. Get ready to be super excited about that. I'm excited. All right. Things are looking up. Matt Blackburn's eating salmon. Me and Transymania are going to do a live stream. Mr. Peanut probably faked his death, so we're good. We're good. Let's be positive. Think positive. Use Discord. It's free and works better than the Skype, which requires a lot of space. Okay, I gotta get my Discord stuff in order. I hate Discord kind of. It's kind of so confusing, but I'll figure it out. I need to have like a moderator who really knows what they're doing with Discord to figure it all out for me, because I cannot figure that stuff out. Discord is just so confusing to me. Really, it is. Who really knows how to use Discord well? We can just help us all. Mr. Peanut didn't kill himself. Wake up, people. Exactly. I like it. I wonder if anyone else is really using this hashtag. Is that a real hashtag? We should start that hashtag. I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. Mr. Peanut's last tweet. Yes. Yes. Of course, Hillary Clinton would do something like that. That's what she's known for. The Clintons, they have hitmen. They just kill all kinds of people. They have a huge list of people they've killed. Just like, of course, they'll just add Mr. Peanut to the list. They don't care. It's awful. I love the Resident Evil movies as well. Very good movies. Heck yeah. I like Silent Hill though. Silent Hill's even better. Silent Hill movies are awesome. Alright. Yet another name added to the Clinton body count list. May Mr. Peanut rest in peace with Tupac, MJ, and Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my gosh, did the Clintons kill Michael Jackson? I didn't even know that one. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Did they really? Michael Jackson might have also faked his death, really. We don't even know. Did you guys ever see that Michael Jackson quote where he's standing in front of the sarcophagus and he said, Someone asked him, "Is this where you'd like to be buried? In a sarcophagus like this?" Michael Jackson was in a Egyptian store, some kind of art store, art gallery, and they had big Egyptian sarcophaguses. And someone asked him, "Do you want to be buried in a sarcophagus?" And Michael Jackson said, "No." And then the person said, how would you like to be buried? And he said, "Oh, I never want to be buried." He said he never wants to be buried, like he wants to live forever. Yeah, he wants to live. He literally said, "I never want to be buried. I want to live forever." I think that's what he said. Exactly. All right. Now that I got it all set up, and again, I know how to do live streams, so that's what we'll do. This is good. This is a good setup, right? I think I got my audio better. We're good. We're good. All right, you guys, this has been fun since I don't know what else to say about Mr. Peanut. I honestly don't. Watch my Mr. Peanut video. Watch my Peanut video. Peanut Eternal Life fan. Make sure you watch my Peanut video. Oh, there's my live stream right there. Make sure you watch this video because this video has it all. This was back when I was an atheist. My Peanut video. It's pretty cool. It's just like a hour-long, 15-minute video. But, you know, I pretty much still agree with all the philosophy in this video. Though I'm not an atheist anymore, I still agree with all this stuff, so. It's a pretty cool video. You should watch that. It's just called Peanut. Search my channel for Peanut. You'll find it. Have a nice night. Thank you guys for showing up. And, yeah, we'll do this again later. Thank you for showing up. Bye-bye. May you all live forever. Tell your friends that Mr. Peanut is very possibly still alive, and we have to, you know, remain hopeful. Don't just believe the party line just because everyone's saying he's dead. We don't know that he's dead. We don't know that he's dead. Nurati says, "I'm still an atheist, but I'm searching." That's good. That's good. Yeah, just be open to the hypothetical God. It's possible. It's possible. What matters is that you live like the hypothetical God could be judging you. That's what really matters. Because we don't know if there is a God or not, so the least you can do is live like it's possibly true and try to earn favor, earn brownie points from the hypothetical God just by living extremely morally. That's the best we can do. All right. Peace out. Death to the Reaper. Well said. Well said. Bye-bye, everyone.